There are many ways to prevent a wildfire. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
Listener supported and proud of it. For the people. Now back to Keith.
Keith Allen and For the People continuing on your radio stations across America and on demand on Spreaker. By the way, speaking of Spreaker, we're on Sonos, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and on terrestrial radio stations coast to coast. We're via satellite. On Sonos, by the way, if you have a Sonos sound system, you just go on to Sonos News Talk, and then For the People is the first show available on Sonos systems under News Talk, which is remarkable. So we're just trying to make ourselves, and we're on Roku under Liberty News Network, which is cool, 5 Eastern time as they beam us up on that time, which is awesome. Just more places to pick up For the People, which is terrific, and we appreciate it. All right, so forget about the chip in your shoulder. It's a chip in your shoulder one lawmaker is worried about. What am I talking about? Well, Senator Becky Harb, Nevada, Republican from Las Vegas, is introducing legislation to ban forced microchipping of humans. She was telling the Las Vegas Review-Journal that companies in Belgium and Sweden already outfit their employees with chips so they can open doors, use copy machines, and even pay for lunch. But privacy and ethical concerns have been raised by the practice, and Har also wonders whether the chips could be used by stalkers and for other nefarious purposes. I was surprised with the merit that I believe that the issue warrants, Harris advised the Nevada Senate Judiciary Committee on Monday. Harris' legislation, Senate Bill 109, would make it a Class C felony to force somebody to be chipped the way a family pet is. Some lawmakers argue that the chips in humans do have some good uses, such as being able to locate dementia victims who wander off or are finding air crash survivors. Well, maybe if embedded in clothing or jewelry, but not inside the body. Are you kidding me? That sounds too much like the mark of the beast. Oh, but you have to be a believer in the Bible for that. But it does talk about that in the end times, that you can't buy or sell or do anything without it. And so maybe the end times will actually all be chipped, or if you don't get chipped, then, well, you don't eat too well, and they call that the mark of the beast in Revelations. I think it's really amazing. If you know a scholar, somebody that really knows how to interpret that kind of stuff, I think it's remarkable. And I always am amazed at how prophetic the Bible is, because there's a lot of prophecy in the book, in a lot of the books in the Bible, but it talks about the end times. And to me, having a chip in me is not a good piece of jewelry. Yeah, in the body, in the brain, in the shoulder, not so much. We'll put it in Sparky. But I like the legislation. What do you think about it? You can sound off at forthepeopleshow.com, forthepeopleshow.com, or you can go on to our Facebook at For the People Show at Facebook, and you can sound off there to tell us what you think about that. Kind of just, I don't know. It kind of just gives me the creeps. This General Flynn thing and the story right now with the Dems right now wanting a full investigation on this. This is going to be really interesting. And like I say, I hope Donald Trump does the right thing, does a press conference coming up to explain. He's already sent Conway out and such to do that, but I don't think that that's going to appease them. And believing, again, Russia, but it is odd that the Russians have this spy ship off our coast today. I mean, weird timing. I don't even know what to make of that and all that. Gosh, General Flynn, why did you have to do this? You could have just told. We're talking about sanctions and told Pence the truth. And thus you just created a big firestorm. And gosh, darn if you do, darn if you don't. It's a catch-22. But hopefully we get a replacement sooner rather than later so we can get on with the business of the American people. Remember, we're listener supported. We could use your help. Become a member and receive our monthly newsletter at forthepeopleshow.com. All the best. May God bless.